family law in the country to the Afghan President Hamid Karzai. In all, member countries are to send some 5,000 troops to safeguard the voting and provide additional training for Afghanistan's security forces. Meanwhile, protesters demonstrating against the summit have been involved in violent clashes with police. Demonstrators set a customs house alight on the French side of the River Rhine and also set a hotel on fire. 3 columns of smoke have been rising over the small town of Kiel in Germany, where part of the summit was held. Well, Sky's Alex Rossi is in Strasbourg for us. Alex, what is the latest over the last hour or so? We've heard that these numbers of protesters could be as high as 30,000.
Well, there is a great tradition of protest in France, and it's certainly being upheld here in Strasbourg at the NATO summit. In terms of numbers, it's very difficult to say. We think that there are a few thousand involved in the angry and violent demonstrations, but certainly there are many more involved in more peaceful demonstrations. Now, earlier I was out in the city and we were amongst the demonstrators as they clashed with the police. They were throwing rocks and bottles. The police were returning with tear gas and plastic bullets. But there were peaceful demonstrations as well. We met one group who'd sat across the tram which linked the city with the summit itself to stop delegates and journalists getting into the summit itself. But the situation is extremely angry. Strasbourg itself is pretty well fortified. It's like a fortress, but it hasn't stopped people from damaging properties and setting things alight as well. Now, this security operation has cost a huge amount of money, somewhere in the region of more than £100 million. Now, we understand that some 25,000 police have been drafted in just from across France to deal with Strasbourg. There are about 15,000 in the centre of the city, but as I say, and as you can see on your television screens, it hasn't stopped some of the more violent protesters from making their views very plain for everybody to see.
Alex Rossi there for us in Strasbourg. Thank you.